Hey traders, good afternoon and welcome to the Missed Trade Daily Report. Another day, another 100-point swing in the E-minis. Wow, what a crazy day it was today. I'm going to start this off like I did yesterday with a warning. We saw how violent this can move. Now we did have a 98-point range in the Globex from yesterday's Globex open until the close of today, 98 points. In the regular trading hours we saw a 78-point range. That is spectacular. Now to put that into perspective, we typically on a weekly basis don't get a 78-point swing. So these have been wild, out of control markets at this time. I will say again, if this is not your game and you are not a proficient trader and haven't been around the markets long enough, please do not get involved in this type of markets. One thing about successful trading that you will learn if you are learning now is that you have to know when to sit on the sidelines and when to get in the game. And right now is not a great time to be in the game if you're not proficient in this, because indicators are not working, the swings are so violent, your stops are too tight, you can get whacked really quick. And a lot of people who are stuck on the short side, and this is another great lesson, if you got to be a nimble trader. If you are trading these markets and you think everything's going down to zero from here, this afternoon may have been tough for you, and I hope it wasn't, but you had to watch for the bounce. We knew there was a bounce coming at some point in time. Now let's talk about FOMC news today. Off the open this morning we did see a bounce, and then it sort of rolled over and got a little quiet into the FOMC news. And when the announcement came out, it was really quite weird because it didn't go very, you didn't move very much, and then it quickly gyrated violently, and then they sold this thing off pretty darn hard back into around that 1,000 level. And then of course from there it was nothing but up into the close, and the close was running a lot of stops, and speed was picking up on the tape. So this thing closed at its highs up there. I think we finally are starting to see a little bit of bounce. I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to say that that bottom is in for at least a couple days. Now I'm not saying for the year, we don't make those types of predictions. I'm saying that if we can hold up some levels here, for example, if we can hold that 49 into that 38, a 10-point level here, if we can hold this up tomorrow, then we may see some more upside here to work off some of this oversold position. So what are some of the targets up on the upside? Let's go to a weekly chart real quick here. How about this hammer right here? Wow, we came down in Globex. We saw that lower level that we talked about the other night at 1085. Actually busted through there and went to 1077, and then it was off to the races to the upside. I would suspect at this time we could go in and test that close at 97, maybe even overnight. With the we had a 78-point range overnight. We could test that 97 overnight. Let's go to a daily chart here and take a look. Yeah, I'm thinking that 97 level is a great level there. Now something to mark in on your notes here, that 2 days in a row we can't close below this 1110 level. 1110 is now going to become a major support area for us on the downside. If we want to break this lower level out of 74 and go down and test the 43s and such to the downside, we're going to have to close below this 1110 level here. Tomorrow, guys, watch this level, the 1148s here. That was the critical level today. We tested it yesterday. That was the pullback yesterday before the sell-off. And then today, this morning, we tested it again and we sold off. And then on the third time, you go with it and it broke out and went crazy. So that 48 level is going to become support now. We have support down around 38 as well. I watch these levels. You can scalp these levels down. I would say below that 1110 level right there. That's the critical level. We close below that, the market's going to see some more downside for sure. So to the upside, we have 1193, 1199 area. We have a gap right there that I suspect that will be an important area. We'll probably fill that tomorrow. And if we get more legs, we start working up into the 1225, 1226 area. So for tomorrow, guys, again, be very, very careful. The markets could be violent. I'm starting to guess that maybe because we are working some of the oversold positions off now, that we may see less violence, and we may see smaller ranges, which I'm hoping for. The market's got to be tired, and so barring any crazy news, we should hopefully get back to normal in the next week or two. So anyway, guys, trade well tomorrow. Be on the sidelines for the first 30 minutes, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.